Hey guys, welcome back to the Shake a Leg Show. This is episode 2. My name is Noe. I'm part of the media team here at Shake a Leg Miami. And today I'm here with Woody Becham.
Hey Noe, thanks for having me on the Shake a Leg Show today. I look forward to highlighting some of the great work that I've done through the Way Forward Foundation and great partners with Shake a Leg Miami, and just great to be here today.
Awesome. Well, we're so happy that you're here. I just have a couple questions for you. We're going to start off slow. First, you're at Shake a Leg, so can I ask what your incorporation with Shake a Leg is and how you came across Shake a Leg?
My father was the insurance agent of Shake a Leg back in the early 2000s, and I had a spinal cord injury playing rugby in 2011. That's when my family and friends bonded together and we started raising funds for paralysis causes. So naturally we started helping out and fundraising for Shake a Leg. So now we've supported their foundation here for I think 13 or 14 years through donations and partnerships, and just thankful to have had a long-term relationship here, and I love going out on the boats here and enjoying the lovely Biscayne Bay that Shake a Leg provides access to for so many people.
Yeah. What are some of the accomplishments that you've made before you were paralyzed versus becoming paralyzed, and how do they differ?
I loved playing sports in high school, so I think playing high school football and lacrosse was something that I was very proud of, and taking my engineering classes, calculus 1 through 3, and differential equations in physics were something that I felt was very challenging, so that was something I was proud of before I had my injury. And then since then, I just think having a positive outlook and trying to move forward with any negativity or any barriers that come up every day, because being a quadriplegic wheelchair user, a lot of things can go wrong, or you can have a lot of pain and suffering, and I think just trying to live my best life every day is something I try and strive for.
So I was Googling you.
Okay,
because I've never met you before, but
yeah.
They've met you before. But when I was Googling you, I stumbled across something called the Woody Foundation. So can you kind of describe what it is, what it's for,
Yeah.
and why?
Sure. So my father had a foundation for his business back in the 2000s that was inactive for a little bit, and then after I had my injury, my family and friends started the Woody Foundation, and we had a lionfish bash spearfishing tournament in the Bahamas to
Cool.
start off the foundation 5 or 6 months after I was injured. So got my power wheelchair on a boat, went over to Bimini. We had a whole weekend of fundraising and fun, and killed invasive lionfish, which are taking over the coral reefs, to try and help out the reef health. So we did that and raised funds for Jackson Memorial Hospital, which was the first organization that we supported, and that grew into 5 different events a year, and one of them being for Shake a Leg. So it's now called the Way Forward Foundation. So we changed it up about a year or so ago, and we're kind of moving in to try and be more inclusive and have more people. So
Cool.
that's kind of how it all evolved.
Awesome. And I heard you mention your chair, and I was talking to Aaron earlier, and he told me that you have an especially awesome chair.
Yeah,
so can you just
I
kind
do.
of go into that?
Well, I think it's all of these specialized power wheelchairs are customized, durable medical equipment, and there's so many adjustments and amazing things and features you can have. It tilts back, lifts the legs up, backrest down, and many other features embedded into these complex machines that enable me to get out into the world so much better.
And I heard earlier you told me that you used to do engineering, or you were taking engineering classes. This is the perfect week for you to come in here, because you know how each week we have a theme, and this week is STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you can, think of any kind of correlation with STEM and Shake a Leg.
Cool. Well, I was helping out with the First Tech Challenge, which was a robotics program that we were doing from October till about May. So we had about 3 students that would come out regularly and built this robot that we made. So we have it up on the second floor in one of the cabinets. I should probably bring it out and show it off, but it was really cool to be able to build this robot that had a remote, and it was a task-oriented robot to pick up a piece of plastic and put it in a particular place. So we had the kids finally getting it on the remote by April, and it was really cool to see their progress of the students that built this robot over the course of the year. So that was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
To be involved with that.
I think the coolest thing I ever made in that realm was a Rube Goldberg machine.
What's that?
Do you know who Rube Goldberg is?
No.
I think he's a scientist or something. Yeah. But he would make these machines where it has all the different types of energy, and it's all to do something. So he'll hit one button here, and then it'll go and down until it does something else with like lots of different transferring of energy.
Interesting.
And one time I made something to turn on a radio. But that's the coolest thing I ever did.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah. So I've heard that you love fishing.
I grew up fishing and diving and doing a lot of free diving. So one of the programs we've had going on is Saturday fishing. So we had our fishing tournament here in April. Since then, we've been running a wheelchair fishing squad out there every Saturday. So that's been really cool to get different people out there with their friends or family, and caught a really big barracuda a few weeks back. So it's fun to just get out there and enjoy the beautiful water. And favorite spot is the southern tip of Key Biscayne, where you can see the lighthouse and get out there. So it's great camaraderie to be able to get out on Shake a Leg's boat and go fishing.
So how does the water help you?
I think just being in nature and being on a boat helps me be more at peace, and gives me a sense of relief. Like the rocking of the boat, I think, has some type of calming effect on the body, and I'm not really sure what's going on, but I do love it and enjoy it. So
yeah. Well, I think since birth we're like rocked by our moms and stuff, and it's supposed to soothe us. So I can see how that rocking in a boat would soothe our brain from everything happening up there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Can you tell me about how you grew up and where you grew up?
Yes, so both of my parents were born and raised in Miami, and my dad lived on Miami Beach on the north end growing up, and he bought the house that his family lived in growing up on Miami Beach. So we had a boat growing up for my whole life, and we'd get out, go free diving and fishing and out to the sandbar, and it was a really amazing way to grow up and have access to the water. I got my boater's license at 10 and scuba license at 12. Whoa. Went to sea camp down in Big Pine Key for about 2 years, and having all these experiences was amazing. My godfather also lived in or owned a home in the Bahamas, and before that we'd go camp out on some deserted islands in the Bahamas.
That's awesome.
And we'd sleep on the deck of the boat or on the beach, and kind of had these experiences that are very unique, and loved having those experiences. Really, I think, shaped who I am and made some amazing experiences growing up.
Well, thanks so much for coming to hang out with me and chat with me. We loved having you on the show. And to everyone watching, we'll see you next week. Bye.